He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Now here is Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Lopez. Good.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Lillard outside. Floats one up. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, the defense sinking and filling the lane, but Lillard stops short and floats one over the top.
Holiday left side. About a minute played so far here in the first. Back to Giannis. Stolen by McCollum. Powell against Middleton. Puts it up from 7. From 7. The shot by Powell, no good. On offense here, the Bucks. Here's Giannis. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. No problems knocking that one down. Lillard's got 5.
And defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Chalk up 2 there.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Brook Lopez and the basket by Lillard. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the score by Damian Lillard. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. And a wide open look for McCollum. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 6.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Now Lillard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Now the Bucks moving it up. From 8. And Lopez gets it to go.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. He kicks to Covington. Powell for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. Middleton for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Powell, the pass to Covington. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Covington.
Now McCollum a blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
Bucks trail by 4. And here's Holiday. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Jones checked in for Robert Covington. Trailblazers leading by 4. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's McCollum. The Trailblazers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. They throw good. McCollum.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
Teague with the ball. To halt the run, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Awesome job by Jeff Teague to pick up some steam on the drive and pick up a foul in the process.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game, and so Teague hits 2 free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when
I know that when the main guy,
he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That is.
Got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Anthony. And it's Powell in for McCollum. Portis finds Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game. Learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
He's off on the second. Portland leading by 3. Here's Powell. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Kanter kicks to Powell. Back to Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
The sheer strength of Kanter really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
Here's Connaughton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the paint. Here's Portis. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
Simons, the rebound by Middleton. Bucks trail by 5. Portis drives in. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Trailblazers have gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And it's Giles missing. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Here's Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
I mean, we've had some great passing big men in the NBA over the years. Giannis moving his way up the ladder now.
Powell down low. Here's Cantor. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Connaughton. Portis kicks to Giannis. Lets the three fly. No good from Connaughton. The Trailblazers shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And it's blocked. Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. 1:46 left in the first half of basketball. On the wing, Giannis. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Portland leading. Stolen by Middleton. Portis drives in. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Portis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Powell, the pass to Simons. Kicks it to Cantor. Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Cantor. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Here's Holiday. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
They throw good. McCollum. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Off target from three-point range. The Trailblazers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one at the line is good.
Nurkic, another talented player from Europe, playing in Croatia before coming over to the NBA, and the international game continues to make an impact on how it's played here.
Here's Holiday. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Trailblazers. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Dame Lillard, a play. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Offensive rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nurkic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
And they continue to control the glass.
Outside Holiday. Knocks down the 3 ball. Holiday's got 5.
Boy, does that help. When Drew Holiday's connecting from the three-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Giannis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
The numbers in their favor. Middleton with it. Lillard picks him up. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Now Lillard. He's got 7. This is it to Nurkic. Outside Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. Lopez with the block.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Here's Lillard. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Lillard's got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard against Holiday. Giannis outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And that's now 9 points for Giannis.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
And here's Covington. 5 points in the game. Here's Lillard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo against Jones. Here's Giannis. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Basket counts.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And he gets the bucket. And it's an 11-point Portland lead.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
From deep. But they get it back. Lopez finds Middleton. From deep. Antetokounmpo. He can't hit that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Holiday against Lillard.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Jones dishes to Nurkic, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
How about Drew rising up, getting to the rim? Love the power on that dunk, too.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. There's 21 seconds left in the third. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jones has got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Doesn't go for him.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And so it's Portland holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Teague. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Simons. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Connaughton kicks to DiVincenzo. The pass to Portis. Stolen by Kanter. It's McCollum with the drive. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Outside Anthony. Passes it to Simons. And stolen by DiVincenzo. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Count that one.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Bucks trail by 13. Pass to Portis. Lays it up and banks it in.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Now here's McCollum. And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Simons. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's DiVincenzo. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Portis trying to free himself. A three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers leading by 11. Nice move. The shot by Anthony, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Portis in the post, covered by Anthony. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. A different look now for Portland. Norman Powell's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. 6 to shoot. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebounded by Anthony.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Powell with it, now guarded by Middleton, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Powell kicks to Lillard. Back to Powell. Lillard outside. The feed to Nurkic. Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Milwaukee. Lillard with it. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Nurkic kicks to Lillard.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
And free throw good from Lillard.
So you got quicks, you got instincts, and you got aggression. Damian Lillard capable of taking over just about any time he wants.
The free throw is good from Lillard.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
They get it back. Fast and Morrow. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. And here's Portland. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
Count it. Now Lillard lets it go with a 3. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For the land of the free.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. DA.
Hey, Kevin.
Great stuff as always. DA, thanks. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the 2 guard. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Norman Powell. Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the 4-man position. Now Durant, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Kicks it out to Harden. And both these teams rely on low post offense doors in a size-on-size matchup. What can make the difference?
Well, smart passing is one of the keys, Kevin. You have to be able to enter the ball into the low post in a way that puts that big in a position to score it. The ball's got to be moving. Can you get it side to side and get the ball inside at the appropriate time?
Lillard against Harden. Outside Durant. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss and stay with the play. Harris.
Well, Joe Harris, known as a shooter, but make no mistake, this guy will mix it up on the glass. Great offensive rebound right there.
Passes to Lillard. Puts up a 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's KD. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Now here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Harden against Lillard. Outside for KD. Good on the 3-point shot. KD's got 5 points so far.
Boy, the quick release of Kevin Durant and the release point so high, you really can't get a good contest on him.
Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Offline with his three.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
KD looking around. He feeds it to Jordan. Outside Irving. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Covington. Misses off the left iron.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Tips it. Great positioning on the putback.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Feeds it to Jordan. Out to Harris. Harden outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harris's shot is off.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Nurkic with the basket on the assist from Covington.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Harden outside. Now the feed to Jordan. And the shot goes in.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Harden against Lillard. Outside, Jones. Inside. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Jones. Here's Nurkic. Up and in on the layup. Nurkic has got 6 points.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points. Staying active even after the shot goes up.
Brooklyn trailing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Irving against Jones. Irving kicks to Harris. It's deflected.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Jones, the pass to Powell. Now the dish to Nurkic.
Wow, what a credit to DeAndre Jordan. Just tremendous defense. Uses his length to alter that shot.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to us about
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Anthony out there with Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Giles in at the center position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Simons, the pass to McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Here's Brown. Outside, Green. Green draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Brooklyn with the ball. 5 to shoot. Right side, Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Outside for Durant. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. To the inside, here's Powell. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Irving with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Griffin with the steal. Right side, Irving. Now the pass to Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
And Katie, here we go. Pass to Griffin. 9 feet out. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. Anthony finds Powell. Shoots over KD. The shot by Powell, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Brown the pass to KD. On the wing, Irving. Anthony against Green. Deflects the pass. Anthony left side. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
That's what you can do when you've got a great handle. Anthony is always able to put it on the deck and get to the rim.
Irving up top. He's guarded by McCollum. Griffin. Back to Irving. Over McCollum. Irving misses. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Out to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Green passes to KD. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, he's so effective close to the rim because Kevin Durant has the size, he has the feel, and he knows he can score at will.
It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Powell. All alone. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Powell's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Passes it to Griffin. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1. And that does it for our half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but
Boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Offensive rebound. Right side, Durant. Back to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
Lillard attacking. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Irving looking for an opening. Shoots from the elbow. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Powell against KD. Lillard outside. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. And Portland making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Jones dishes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Harden the pass to Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. Harris drives in. On the wing, Harden. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Trailblazers leading by 5. And Lillard throws it down.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Here's Harden. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lillard against Harden. He kicks it to Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Back to Jordan. Pass to Harden. Top of the key. And it's Portland with the rebound. There's Hollis Jefferson. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Harden against Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. So for the Nets, Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton, and Kevin Durant subbed in for Brown. 1:07 left to play in the third. And here is Durant. He's got 7. He feeds it to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Here's Simons. The pass to Giles. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Norman Powell's checked in for Nurkic. They get the rebound. Giles kicks to Powell. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Powell's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Oh, Griffin in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
Simons, the pass to Giles. And here's McCollum. It could go, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Well, you know Joe Harris comes from one of the great defensive coaches in college.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, they've got Anthony, also Robert Covington out there, C.J. McCollum out there with Norman Powell, and it's Simons in at the one. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Anthony. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. Derek Jones, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons.
Enes Kanter embraces physicality, and if he wants to score it, he's going to play right through the defense.
Harden scanning the floor. Outside Irving. For the three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Now, Hollis Jefferson. Jones, no one around him. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
First free throw is good. The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in, and so Irving nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Lillard outside. 14 feet away, and the basket is good.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Outside Irving. Takes a three. That one misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Excellent D that time from Jones.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Nets trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Lillard against Harden, and Lillard gets double-teamed. 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Covington. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Harden against Lillard. Pops it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Lillard surveying the D. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Lillard. No good on the triple. Nets trail by 15. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Harden's shot is off. Jones for three. Kicks it out to Lillard. Fires from deep. Outside Covington. Jones for three. That shot misses. The Nets go the other way with it.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jusuf Nurkic.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lillard against Harden, looking to end his cold spell. Lillard left side, and it's good. 2 points.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Lillard again missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K's DA. It's
Kevin, thanks very
much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Trailblazers, Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot, manning the middle. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic, pulls up on the elbow. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now Beverly. The pass to Zubac. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it to Nurkic. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And the rebound by Nurkic. And now Portland on the break. Here's Jones. Finished off the break.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Pass to Leonard. And so just over a minute and a half played.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Jones, that's tipped.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
Fires from the line. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And Leonard stays with it.
Great anticipation. He has great hands. Kawhi gobbles up second chance opportunities.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Back to Lillard. And Jones has it in the corner. Portland with a new 14. Nurkic finds Lillard. Goes up with it again. And it's sent back by George.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
That one goes in. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's George following the score by Damian Lillard. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 6. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And don't kid yourself about Cousins. He has the ability to see the whole floor, and he's willing to share the wealth.
Lillard outside. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Unloads. That's short off the rim. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
That's a 2 from Lillard, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Rondo, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Cousins. Batum's got 5 now.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action after this word. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. And there's Jackson, and it's Man in at the 3 slot. And they pick up 2. Anthony's got his first basket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Jackson against Lillard. Cousins inside. The shake. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Cousins has got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
I mean, one thing about DeMarcus, he's never had much of a problem scoring with contact.
Jackson against Lillard. Sweet little floater.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Kennard. Batum against Anthony. Jackson from long range. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson, generating more power in the catch and shoot.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard with it. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. Clippers leading by 12. Kennard for 3. The rebound by Giles.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Giles. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Paul George is subbed in for Luke Kennard. Just 2 to shoot. Hits it from 3-point range. McCollum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's George. The shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. Feeds to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
George against McCollum. And George kicks to Zubats. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Simons. Outside Covington. And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 9. George finds Morris. Shoots over Covington. Here's Zubats. He goes up again. Portland grabs the miss. Covington wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's the pass to Jackson. Back to George. 52 seconds left here in the second. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's McCollum. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And it's George finishing it off.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
And here's McCollum. Dishes it to Cantor. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
He's perfect from the line this time. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Rondo against Lillard. Rondo dishes to Leonard. The offensive rebound.
Yeah, and you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Jones. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and that's a wrap for our halftime show, the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Damian Lillard out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Now Covington. Paul George missing from long range. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now here is George. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact.
And, yep, we thought we might see it, and the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Here's Zubac. 2 points. That one goes. Zubac has got 6 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lillard looking around. Nurkic the pass to Carmelo. No good off the front iron.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Leonard, shoots over Hollis Jefferson, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The nuances that Kawhi has added to his game. That time, the little up fake.
Giles checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris, and it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. Lillard outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The dish now to Jones. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Beverly the pass to Leonard. The three. And the three ball is good. 13 points in the game.
A guy who's made only 25% on threes in college, Kawhi's range has increased as much as anyone's.
Beverly against Lillard. Out to the right wing. Pass to Giles. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's George in for Kennard. And here's Leonard from three. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Powell.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. McCollum against George. Fades and shoots. Kicks it out to McCollum.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
Leonard with the bucket.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Leonard against McCollum. Passes it to Giles. Leonard with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's George finishing it off.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Here's Giles. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Outside Leonard. Lets it go from deep. The putback. It's good on the putback. Zubats has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Portland with the ball. They trail by 11. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the small forward. Shot's good by Anthony.
And the defense can only do so much when Anthony is locked in. There's nothing you can do to stop that guy.
Now here's Rondo. Knocks it loose. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And the dunk by Powell.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. A different look now for Portland. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Anthony, and Lillard subbed in for Powell. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked to the team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do is stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
And Covington stays with it.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Jackson. Count the basket. And the Clippers lead by 7.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And there's the pass to man. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. McCollum finds Lillard, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Back to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Here's Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Cousins. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drank.
And Portland making a change here. Jones is checked in. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Jackson. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. Lillard against George. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Outside Covington. It's Lillard, top of the key. Shot clock at 3. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Now George. Pass to Kennard. George looking around. Cousins inside. And on Nurkic. No good from Cousins.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
There's Hollis Jefferson. They get it again.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they gotta keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Leonard the pass to George. Out left to the wing. Here's Oturu. Defended by Covington. Kept alive. Cousins moves back up. Here's Oturu. Misses and the dry spell continues. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Covington kicks to Jones. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. Anthony's checked in for Portland. And the Clippers making a switch here. 46 seconds left in the game. Lillard with it. Right wing. Nurkic finds Lillard to tie it up. It's hauled in by George. And here's Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. Kicks it out to Jones. Takes the 3. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also. And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Right side, Covington. Outside, Anthony. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. A truly gutsy performance away from home. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than they do right now and did earlier. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington. Derek Jones is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end.
My goodness. Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of it.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. It's not going to go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Kicks to Covington. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Lopez. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Now Lillard for three. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Holiday, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
Here's Lillard. He has 5. From deep, Lopez with the steal. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Defended by Jones, and it's blocked. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Lays it up off the glass. 7 points in the game. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 6 points for him. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Lillard looking around. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 or 5.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Nurkic with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Shot from 12. Lillard misses.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Holiday against Lillard. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Lillard against Holiday. Nurkic, the pass to Jones. Feeds it to Nurkic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez.
A physical big. Nurkic embracing, going up and attracting the contact when he's trying to score.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. McCollum's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. Anthony trying to get open.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. Shot clock at 6. Here's Anthony. He can't get that one to fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly.
I look to the times where things
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
The aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Tucker. Fires from 18. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
McCollum left side. Down low. Cantor dishes to McCollum. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And Portland with a change here too. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here is Forbes. Banked in off the glass. Forbes has got his second basket.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. A floater, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Forbes can't get it to go. The Blazers on offense. Cullen passes to Anthony. It's rebounded by Portis.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brooke Lopez is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Ante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Jones comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Holiday inside the line. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Kicks it out to Jones. This one for 3. Here's Cantor. Covington wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Lillard fires away from way outside. Cantor finds Lillard. And that one goes long. Bucks leading by 7. 1:10 left now here in the second. DiVincenzo against McCollum. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. And then for the Trailblazers, Jusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Norman Powell subbed in for McCollum. Lillard up top, guarded by Holiday. And Lillard kicks to Jones. Back to Lillard. Launches it. Rebounded by the Bucks. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Count it. Good. Giannis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
And a deep three from Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lopez with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The three for DiVincenzo. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Jones. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Buries the long-range jumper. Holiday's got 5 now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Chicago. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points and 2 rebounds. And that'll do it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Powell. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. Lillard outside. Fires, high post. A second chance effort. Nurkic, the pass to Covington. With the fadeaway. Jones for 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Lillard attacking. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 16 points for him. Pass to Lopez. Back to Giannis. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Lillard against Holiday. Takes it out to Covington. They get it back. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Chris Middleton. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The first one falls. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
They get it back. Here's Connaughton. Excellent D from Cancer.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Lillard against Holiday. Now the pass to Connaughton. Off target from outside. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Trailing by 10.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Holiday against Lillard. Takes a shot at the elbow. That's good on the jump shot. Holiday's got 9.
And capable of making these in his sleep. Holiday has tremendous confidence and touch on that mid-range.
Here's Lillard. That shot off the mark. Good D by Holiday. Here's Connaughton. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard dishes to McCollum. His three-pointers off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And a wide-open look for Portis. That 3 off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Holiday against Powell. Here's McCollum. That shot missing. And Milwaukee the other way now. Tucker with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Holiday against Nurkic. And Holiday kicks to Forbes. Back to Holiday. To the middle. Stolen by McCollum. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Powell. For Milwaukee, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Holiday against Lillard.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Powell finds McCollum. Finished off the break. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A good-sized advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. Lopez, no luck. Trailblazers trail by 4. Powell, that's good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. From 8. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Boy, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Passes to Simons. Here's Giles. Lopez covering. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McCollum. Back to Giles. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Giannis. Second shot opportunity, and the shot is good. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Simons. And the shot goes in.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Milwaukee in the lead. And here's Middleton. The rebound by Giles. The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Cantor, the pass to Simons. McCollum outside. To tie it up. He kicks to Cantor. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Powell against Middleton. Powell with the steal. And they're moving it up. Pass to Cantor. Now Powell. Cantor inside. Covered by Giannis. 6 to shoot. Misses the 3. The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
McCollum kicks to Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Here's Lopez. He can't get that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Powell, the pass to Simons. To take the lead. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. To the inside. Lopez. Count!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 3. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Nurkic with the block. Hollis Jefferson finds Lillard. It's in!
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
Holiday looking for an opening. The 3 ball. Can't get the 3 to fall. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous...
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn. Before we...
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And looking at the Nets, they've got Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the 2. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's Harden. The kick out to Irving. Durant against Covington. Clock at 6. Outside Irving. Shot from free throw range. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Kicks it out to Harden. Pulls it up. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Oh, and that catch and shoot, Jay, from Harden is unblockable. Just quickly shooting off the pass.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Nurkic finds Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. Now here's Durant. In the corner, Irving with it. Passes it to Jordan. Misses from close range.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Hollis-Jefferson can't hit. Nets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Harris outside. It's Durant on the wing. He's looking for Jordan and finds him.
Good recognition from Durant. He's a talented passer.
And here are the Blazers. Lillard with it. Outside, Jones. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Jones has got 7 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Irving. Left side, Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Back to Irving. From outside the arc, Portland grabs the miss. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to Jones. And the three off target. Nets trail by 3. Here's Harden. And he makes good on the layup.
Oh, quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
Lillard looking around. Up top, Hollis Jefferson. 1:46 left in the first quarter. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. Here's Covington. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
You can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
Outside Irving. Kicks it to Harden. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. Now here's Powell. Unloads from 13. Griffin grabs the board. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. .44 seconds left in the first quarter. The Nets working the ball around now. Kicks it out to Harden. Three-pointer. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
.17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one, good.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close. I mean, he has the skills to convert at a high rate.
Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Tie game in Brooklyn. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Giles, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Here's Harden, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 9 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Well, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Irving's checked in for James Harden. And the Nets with possession here. Irving looking over the floor. And he lobs it up toward the rim. That gives them the lead. Claxton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
And look, Irving is a superb passer. He's skilled at slicing passes over to his teammates in the pick and roll.
And that one, good. He's got 6.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Lillard against Irving. From the line, got a hand on it. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And yes, it's good. And it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Pass to McCollum. And the pass to Giant. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets leading by 4. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Green. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
McCollum outside. 3-pointer. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Now here's Green. D right on him. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think they're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. The Nets on offense. They've got a 13-2 run going. Here's KD. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Cantor. Up and in from the low block.
Oh, I love to see the bigs who run the floor on fast breaks. Cantor typically plays with a high activity level.
Irving passes to Claxton. Out to KD. Outside Irving. Over McCollum. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Brooklyn with the rebound. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 9.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan comes in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Irving. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Harden, left side Jordan. Pass to Claxton. Back to Jordan. 6 to shoot. And they double up Jordan. Ball stolen. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's McCollum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The feed now to Cantor. No good there.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that's a wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what Harden has done in this game so far.
He's
done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Knocked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Jumps up and Harden with the stuff.
Great anticipation, quick hands. Who's saying Irving can't play defense?
Trailblazers trail by 13. That's a 2 from Lillard. It's hauled in by Harris.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The dish to Durant. Out to Harris. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Nurkic against Irving. Nurkic dishes to Jones, and that one drops for him. Jones has got 9 points.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Irving against Jones. Irving passes to Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
Harden against Lillard. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. He's got 8.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Here's Jones. Here's Nurkic. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Lillard against Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Harden kicks to Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Lillard way outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving them.
They get it again. It's stolen by Jones. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
1:05 left here in the third quarter. Durant in the corner. Back to Irving. Right side, Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Never one to shy away from playing physical. Jordan will give you his all when he's out there.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Green comes in for James Harden. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. And then for the Trailblazers, Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. Powell dishes to McCollum. Back to Powell. From downtown, The rebound by the Nets. Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's Durant on the wing. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Right at the free throw line. No good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their defense has been active. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
On the floor for Portland, C.J. McCollum out there with Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Anthony. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. Harden finds Irving. Outside for Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And when Durant is looking to score off the catch like that, there isn't a lot you can do as a defender.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Nurkic trying to get open. McCollum no good. Nets leading by 16. Inside. Outside for Durant. Outside, Green. Drains the three-pointer. And the Nets lead by 19.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
And a wide-open look for McCollum. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Here's Irving, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Got to know that Irving is an excellent mid-range shooter, but then again, where isn't he a great shooter?
McCollum against Griffin, and the basket by McCollum.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. On the wing, Harden. He is guarded by McCollum. Nurkic against Harden. Feeds it to Griffin. Passes it to Irving. Oh, good on the 3.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Powell for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Harden kicks to Irving. The 3. The shot off that time, and it's Portland the other way. Here's Powell. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Powell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Harden up top. He is guarded by McCollum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Jeff Green. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for McCollum.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Harris inside the line. And the Nets miss again. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. They trail by 14. With the putback, and Covington stays with it.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Kyrie Irving.
His vision and his ball movement impressed me the most. A tremendous night for him passing the basketball.
Outside Irving. Off the left rim and out. And here's Portland. They're on a 14-4 run. Count that one.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pops it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Sinks the three-pointer.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Irving against Jones. There's the triple. And it's Kyrie Irving with the three.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, they've got Morris, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And it's Lillard missing. Leonard, that's for two. Misses off the right iron. Powell against Zubats. Covington wide open. He fires. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
A nice shot by George.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Pass to McCollum. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard attacking. George against McCollum. Clock at 4. Pass to Lillard from deep three-point range. Paul George grabs the miss. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. He was all alone on that one.
You have to tip your cap to Patrick Beverly, really working in the offseason to become a more consistent three-point threat.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Leonard fires away from outside. They get the rebound. Portland's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Powell, that's good.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
The pass to Zubats. Beverly against Lillard. Zubats, the pass to Beverly. Outside, George. Lets it fly. Here's Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. For the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Rondo against Lillard. Pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
George finds Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Powell, the pass to McCollum. Cantor with it. Over in the corner, Lillard. There's the three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Powell.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
George against Lillard. Portland trailing here. And now Portland on the break. Finished off the break.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Leonard with the ball. kicks to Cousins. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Anthony, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Now here's McCollum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Yep, that one goes.
Well, he rushed to get the shot off, but didn't look rushed in doing it. McCollum knocks it in.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The drive by Jackson. Zubac trying to break loose, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Jackson. Here's Lillard from past the arc. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. There's Jackson with the 3. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. And it's Batum in for Marcus Morris. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons is checked in. And here's Kennard. From outside, off the mark. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. McCollum, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Cousins. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Yeah, you might want to call down some recruits to try to stop DeMarcus Cousins. 5 might not be enough.
Simons, the pass to Jones. Here's Giles. Nifty move. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Clippers trail by 6. 1:51 left to play here in the half. Little comes with a double team. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. On deep. Portland grabs the miss. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. And Jones slams it home.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Leonard with no one around. And that time, also a missed shot. Portland leading by 8. Moving it up. Simons the pass to Little. Fires the three. That one's not going to go. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And George gets it to go.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Now here's Cantor. Pass to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Morris comes in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 6. From deep, George. Rebound by Nurkic.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
The Clippers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. The shot by George wide open. And the Clippers miss again. Trailblazers leading by 8. Here's Powell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now George passes it to Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They were firmly... And...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role, that's what that team needs from him.
Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4 slot. It's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
Now, here's Lillard. The tray. Offensive rebound. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The pass to Leonard. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
That one good for 2. McCollum's got 6.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And last season, Marcus, and here we go, Coach's Challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All free throws good from Beverley.
I think Patrick Beverley, for the entirety of his NBA career, is really going to embrace the role of being the villain. Has no problem with it whatsoever.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Dishes to Lillard. From the arc. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Clippers trail by 8. To the wing on the left. Here's Beverly. Nice D from Lillard.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Powell, no one around him, gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Lillard against Beverly. Pass to Jackson. Kennard on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Makes it off the glass.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Outside, Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Zubats.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. Kennard's shot is off. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Kept alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Simons has got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Floats it up for Cousins. Here's Mann. He's covered by Kanter. Here's Cousins. And Jones sends it back. Mann.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
He can't get it to go. Nice D from Cousins. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 11-point game.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Now a timeout called by Portland. A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. Portland leading by 9. Here's Simons. McCollum outside. And Jones has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Cousins.
How about Cousins with some gritty defense there, showing off his intimidating length on that rejection.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Clippers trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The deep 3 from George. And Jones pulls it down. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Fires for 3. Misses the shot. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Clippers trail. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the three.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now George. After the missed three from Damian Lillard.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Now, here's Lillard. Outside, Covington. Just 4 to shoot. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Covington, and he's good on the three ball. Covington's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland.
And this is what Covington is known for, effective at stretching the floor with his outside shooting.
The three from George. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Lillard. Down low. Shakes him. And Nurkic lays it in. 6 points for Nurkic.
Great to get Nurkic involved in the pick and roll, and he can be deadly as the roll man.
Beverley with the ball. Here's Leonard, and the layup's good off the glass.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Lillard against Beverley. Pass to McCollum. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. To the paint, Nurkic. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
I mean, with just how dominant he can be scoring inside and outside, to have that kind of vision, wow, what a complete center.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. McCollum outside. Leonard against Lillard. There's the feed to Nurkic. And stolen by Cousins. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Norman Powell's checked in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. George looking over the floor. And the lead is down inside single digits.
That's the man you want running into the pick and roll. It's Paul George at the helm. He's got the ball and makes a great play.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 14 points. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. And a wide open look for McCollum. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside Leonard. Down low, here's Morris. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Now, here's Lillard. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jacks up a three. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
The three from McCollum. It's hauled in by Beverly. Right side Leonard. The three. Buries it from three-point range.
I think it gets overlooked sometimes, but Kawhi can put up some very good numbers from the three-point line.
And so it's Portland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean,